Today is day 17 of our 30-day English shadowing challenge. Today, we're mastering banking and money matters in English. Picture this. You're at the bank trying to open an account. The staff explains different options. This checking account has a monthly fee, but it's waived with direct deposit. The savings account earns 2.5% APY. You nod and smile, but inside you're lost. You sign papers you don't fully understand. Later, you discover fees you never knew about. Money conversations in English aren't just about vocabulary, they're about your financial freedom. And make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal the simple secret that will make you feel confident in any financial conversation. Today, you'll master 80 essential banking phrases and practice with real bank conversations. After today's lesson, banking will feel simple and stress-free. Let's make it happen. Part 1. Opening an account. These are the foundational phrases for starting your banking relationship. First, we will learn and understand each phrase one by one. Please repeat after me in the word avle and ida. I'd like to open a bank account. This is the most common and polite way to start. I'd like is a soft and clear way to state what you want. What types of accounts do you offer? A great question to understand your options, like checking accounts for daily use or savings accounts for long-term goals. What documents do I need? Every bank requires specific documents or official papers, like a passport or proof of address. How much is the minimum deposit? The minimum deposit is the smallest amount of money you must put into the account to open it. Is there a monthly fee? A monthly fee is a small amount of money the bank might charge you each month just for having the account. Can you explain the difference between them? A perfect question to ask if you are confused about the different account types. I need a checking account. A checking account is for daily transactions like paying bills and using a debit card. I'm interested in a savings account. A savings account is where you keep money that you want to save, and it usually earns interest. What's the current interest rate? The interest rate is the percentage of money the bank pays you for keeping your money with them. Are there any hidden fees? Hidden fees are extra charges that are not obvious. This is a very smart question to ask. How do I apply online? Many banks allow you to apply or request an account through their website. Can I open one today? This question confirms if you can complete the process right now. Shadowing practice. Opening an account. Perfect. Now that you understand these phrases, let's practice them in our intensive shadowing block. I will say each phrase twice. Repeat after me in each. I'd like to open a bank account. I'd like to open a bank account. What types of accounts do you offer? What types of accounts do you offer? What documents do I need? What documents do I need? How much is the minimum deposit? How much is the minimum deposit? Is there a monthly fee? Is there a monthly fee? Can you explain the difference between them? Can you explain the difference between them? I need a checking account. I need a checking account. I'm interested in a savings account. I'm interested in a savings account. What's the current interest rate? What's the current interest rate? Are there any hidden fees? Are there any hidden fees? How do I apply online? How do I apply online? Can I open one today? Can I open one today? Part 2. Making transactions. These are the essential phrases for daily activities like deposits, withdrawals, and transfers. I'd like to make a deposit. A deposit is when you put money into your bank account. I need to withdraw some cash. To withdraw means to take money out of your bank account. How much would you like to take out? This is a question the bank teller will ask you. Can I check my account balance? Your account balance is the total amount of money you have in your account. What's my current balance? Current means right now. This is another way to ask about your balance. I need to transfer money. To transfer means to move money from one account to another. Please transfer this to my savings account. A specific instruction for a transfer. Can I deposit this check? A check is a written order to a bank to pay a stated sum from the account. How long will it take for the check to clear? When you deposit a check, it needs to clear, which means the bank has to process it. I'd like to make a payment on my loan. This can be for a bill, a loan, or a credit card. Can I pay my utility bills here? Some banks allow you to pay your utility bills, like electricity or water, directly. What's the transaction fee? A transaction fee is a small charge for a specific action, like a wire transfer. Could I get a receipt, please? A receipt is the paper that shows proof of your transaction. Is there a daily withdrawal limit? Many banks have a limit, or a maximum amount of money you can withdraw in one day. Can I do this at the ATM? ATM stands for Automated Teller Machine. This asks if a transaction can be done at the machine. Shadowing practice. Making transactions. Excellent. Let's practice these phrases for your daily banking needs. Repeat each phrase once after me. I'd like to make a deposit. I need to withdraw some cash. How much would you like to take out? Can I check my account balance? What's my current balance? I need to transfer money. Please transfer this to my savings account. Can I deposit this check? How long will it take for the check to clear? I'd like to make a payment on my loan. Can I pay my utility bills here? What's the transaction fee? Could I get a receipt, please? Is there a daily withdrawal limit? Can I do this at the ATM? Part 3. Loans, credit. These phrases will help you build your financial future with confident credit discussions. I'm interested in a personal loan. A personal loan is money you borrow from the bank for personal use. What are the requirements for a loan? The requirements are the conditions you must meet to be approved. How much am I eligible to borrow? Eligible means qualified. This asks about the maximum loan amount. What's the interest rate for this loan? The interest rate is the extra percentage you pay back for borrowing the money. What documents do I need to apply? To apply for a loan is the formal process of requesting it. Can I qualify for a credit card? To qualify means to be eligible or meet the requirements. What would my credit limit be? Your credit limit is the maximum amount of money you can spend on your credit card. How do I build my credit history? Your credit history is a record of how you have managed your debt. What would the monthly payment be? This asks about the amount you would need to pay back each month. Are there any penalties for early repayment? Penalties are fees for breaking the rules of the loan. What's the application process like? This asks about the steps involved in applying. How long does the approval process take? This asks how long you need to wait to know if your loan is approved. Shadowing practice, loans, credit. Outstanding! Let's practice these credit-building phrases. I'm interested in a personal loan. What are the requirements for a loan? How much am I eligible to borrow? What's the interest rate for this loan? What documents do I need to apply? Can I qualify for a credit card? What would my credit limit be? How do I build my credit history? What would the monthly payment be? Are there any penalties for early repayment? What's the application process like? How long does the approval process take? Part 4. Savings, investments. These phrases are for growing your money with smart financial English. I want to save for my retirement. Retirement is the time when you stop working. What savings options do you have? This asks about the different types of savings accounts. How does a fixed deposit work? A fixed deposit is a type of savings account where you lock your money for a fixed period to get a higher interest rate. What's the return on investment? The return on investment, or ROI, is the profit you make from your investment. Is my money insured here? A very important question about the safety of your money in the bank. Can I access it at any time? This asks if you can withdraw your money whenever you want. What happens if I need to withdraw it early? This asks about the penalties for early withdrawal from a fixed deposit. How often is the interest paid? Interest can be paid monthly, quarterly, or annually. What's the minimum amount to invest? This asks about the smallest amount of money you can put into an investment account. Could you recommend a good option for me? A great way to ask for personalized advice. Shadowing practice. Savings, investments. Beautiful. You're a smart investor now. Let's practice. I want to save for my retirement. What savings options do you have? How does a fixed deposit work? What's the return on investment? Is my money insured here? Can I access it at any time? What happens if I need to withdraw it early? How often is the interest paid? What's the minimum amount to invest? Could you recommend a good option for me? Part 5. International banking. These phrases are for handling money across borders with confidence. I need to send money overseas. Overseas means to or in a foreign country. What's the exchange rate today? The exchange rate is the value of one currency compared to another. How long will the wire transfer take? A wire transfer is a common way to send money electronically. What information do you need from the recipient? The recipient is the person who will receive the money. Are there any transfer fees? Banks usually charge a fee for sending money internationally. Can I receive money from abroad? This asks if your account can accept international payments. Do you accept foreign checks? A foreign check is a check from a bank in another country. I need to exchange some currency. To exchange currency means to change one currency into another, for example, from euros to US dollars. What's the best way to send money to Japan? A good question to ask for the most efficient and cheapest method. Shadowing practice, international banking. Incredible! You're globally connected now. Let's practice. I need to send money overseas. What's the exchange rate today? How long will the wire transfer take? What information do you need from the recipient? Are there any transfer fees? Can I receive money from abroad? Do you accept foreign checks? I need to exchange some currency. What's the best way to send money to Japan? Part 6. Customer service. These phrases are for getting help and resolving any banking issue. I have a problem with my account. A clear way to start the conversation. Can you help me understand this statement? A statement is the monthly report of all your transactions. I need to speak to a manager. Use this if the bank teller cannot solve your problem. Something's not right with my bank statement. A good way to report a potential error. Could you please explain this charge? A charge is an amount of money you have to pay. I don't understand this fee. A simple and direct way to ask for clarification. How do I file a complaint? To file a complaint is the formal process of making an official complaint. There's a fraudulent charge on my card. Fraudulent means it was made illegally by someone else without your permission. I need to report a lost or stolen card. A very important and urgent action to take. Thank you for your help. Always remember to be polite, even when you are having a problem. Shadowing practice. Customer service. Amazing! Let's practice these important service phrases. I have a problem with my account. Can you help me understand this statement? I need to speak to a manager. Something's not right with my bank statement. Could you please explain this charge? I don't understand this fee. How do I file a complaint? There's a fraudulent charge on my card. I need to report a lost or stolen card. Thank you for your help. Part 7. Real conversation practice. Amazing. You now have 80 powerful phrases for every banking situation. You're ready to handle your money matters anywhere English is spoken. Now, let's see these phrases in action.
Scenario 1. Opening your first account.
Hi, I'd like to open a new bank account, please.
Good morning. I can certainly help you with that. What type of account are you interested in? We have checking accounts for daily use and savings accounts for long-term goals.
What's the difference between them?
Great question. A checking account is for everyday expenses, like paying bills and using your debit card. A savings account earns interest, but is designed for money you don't need immediately.
I think I need something for my daily expenses. What documents do I need for a checking account?
You'll need a government ID, like a passport and a proof of address, like a utility bill.
I have all of those. Is there a minimum deposit required?
Yes, we require $25 to open the account. Also, our basic checking has a $10 monthly fee, but that fee is waived if you maintain a $500 minimum balance.
That sounds perfect. Can I open it today?
Absolutely. Let me get the paperwork started for you.
Scenario 2. Solving an account problem.
Good afternoon. You look like you might have a concern. How can I help?
Yes, I'm having a problem with my ATM card. It isn't working, and I can't access my money.
I'm sorry to hear that. Let me look into this for you right away. Can I see your ID and get your account number?
Here you go. The card worked fine yesterday, but today it just says transaction declined.
I see what happened. Your account was flagged for unusual activity when you made purchases in 2 different cities yesterday.
Oh, I was traveling for work. Is that why it's blocked?
Exactly. It's a security feature to protect you from fraud. I can remove the block right now and make a note about your travel.
That's a relief. Will it work immediately?
Yes, it should work within the next few minutes. For future travel, you can call us or use our mobile app to let us know your travel plans.
I didn't know about that feature. This is so helpful.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
The final secret. Beautiful. Notice how explaining the situation clearly and staying calm helps resolve problems faster? You just learned the complete system for confident banking in English. And now, for the secret I promised at the beginning. The simple secret that ties all of this together is this. In financial conversations, asking questions is a sign of intelligence, not weakness. Banks and financial institutions can be confusing, even for native speakers. The smartest people are the ones who are not afraid to say, "I don't understand. Can you explain that to me?" When you ask clear questions, you protect your money, you make better decisions, and you show that you are a responsible and intelligent person. Tomorrow is day 18 of our 30-day challenge. We're mastering another exciting step in your journey. My challenge to you is to comment below with one banking phrase you learned today that you will try to use. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.